Lauren Sanchez, she has sparked some controversy because of her outfit that she wore at the inauguration of United States President. So I've studied etiquette and protocol and image consulting, and I'm actually going to explain why this is a controversy and personally why I think that it wasn't an innocent wardrobe mistake. So let's dissect what she wore. Lauren Sanchez wore a beautiful Alexander McQueen suit. And you know what? She has actually worn this suit before at other occasions, which is kind of cool. You know, she's all about repeat wear, which is very sustainable. So this suit, it featured a beautiful white blazer matched with white-legged trousers, which one can think is a wonderful choice, right? Very appropriate and formal. Well, the problem is that instead of wearing a covering top or blouse underneath, she just wore a bra or a corset or whatever it was, but it literally looks like a lace bra. Okay. I actually think that this image where we see Priscilla Shawn, the wife of Mark Zuckerberg, in the same shot as Lauren Sanchez, we see Priscilla appropriately dressed. And what a contrast Lauren is. This image just, tells the entire story of what we're dealing with today. But okay, let me break it down why this was such a bad choice. Because what you must understand is that this was an actual official state event. And events like this are really classified as formal occasions, and they have formal dress codes. So anything related to official state events, they always carry a very strict protocol and have a high formality. So showing lingerie is therefore incredibly inappropriate at such events. Like even if she would be showing her underwear, like her bra straps showing or her panty lines, or like even that would be very inappropriate. But in this particular case, she just takes it one step further. She's just literally putting her boobs on display. The reason why such social rules and protocols are in place is because if they are not followed, it causes a lot of distraction to the event and from what is actually going on there. Like, the attention should not be on Lauren Sanchez's breast at this occasion, but the attention should be at what the event is for. The event is about inaugurating the new president of the country. We're not here to look at someone's breast. And I know we live in times where one cannot criticize anybody for anything these days. And so some of you are probably going to be like, oh, you're just shaming women for what they wear. No, I'm not. Anyone can make a mistake. A man can make a mistake, a woman can make a mistake, and this happens all the time. Let me actually give you another example. Like imagine if Jeff Bezos went to this event and he wore a suit with big cartoon prints all over. Now, don't you think that would have been equally distracting and inappropriate? Because, all eyes would have just been drawn to the suit and away from the main purpose of the event. Plus, think about it this way. Like, this is a public event where you're going to have official pictures taken. And so the attention is now not anymore at the main participants of the event, but instead the attention just goes to this very deep cleavage in the picture. Or if Jeff Bezos wore a cartoon suit, then all eyes would be just at his suit. And he would just really stand out and in a way ruin the picture or just overall ruin the impression of the event. So this is my point, why we need to have certain rules in place, because imagine if we didn't, we would have chaos. We need to have social rules because this is the only way we can all coexist harmoniously with each other under one roof and not have a bunch of bullshit going on. And look, I know, some people think that this is all old-fashioned to have silly rules and oh my goodness, we live in modern times, let people wear what they want. But certain events are not you just, farting around at home casually in your private space. This is a public, high-level event. I'm not saying she can never wear this anywhere. No, I'm saying that there's a time and place for everything, and this was not the right time and place. Here we have rules because we need to have the attention focused somewhere else than what somebody is wearing. Now, I think there's also one more layer to her inappropriate behavior. Because look, she's not even there as a main guest, in the sense that she has no ties to the event besides being someone's plus one. And so I think that this is important to take into account, not because, let's say Jeff Bezos would have more right to wear something outrageous. No, all I'm saying is that if you are also on top of it somebody's plus one, understand the need to blend in. Understand that if you're there as somebody's girlfriend, you need to understand the code of discretion. And this is not an opportunity for you to like steal the show and overshadow the focus of the event. I think another common example of this oftentimes happens at weddings, when a guest just barges in, makes the whole event all about themselves, steals the show, and just acts inappropriately. And for some reason, I think Lauren Sanchez has always just given me the vibes of being an exhibitionist of some sort. I don't know. It always seems like she always wants to have like all eyes on her or her cleavage. And so it's not the first time, she comes inappropriately dressed to a formal event. And every time it's about showing off her breast, dressing revealing, and even quite tacky. Like here, we see her wear a corset dress to the White House. The hell is this? The list can really go on whenever she has just chosen inappropriately styles to formal events. I understand that some women have a very seductive style, or they may be a more sensual nature. Maybe that's their style personality. So, I'm not here to say that that is wrong, or you're a bad person, or you can never dress like that. Of course you can. You can have that little, seductive touch to yourself. But again, it's about time and place. And it's also about respecting dress code, reading the room, and understand when it's appropriate to wear what. And so certain events, they have a conservative dress code for a reason. And to break that really does tell us that, okay, I guess you then care more about yourself than the event, or paying your respect towards the event. Maybe for you it's then more important to have, all eyes on you, and that is the priority. And maybe that happens because the person is quite insecure. I don't know. Now, please note, I am jumping to conclusions that I do think this was a deliberate choice from her. I think she knows exactly what she's doing, and I don't think this was an innocent fashion mistake. Because, we are humans after all, and we're not perfect. And so wardrobe mistakes happen to even the best of us. But what makes me to be a little bit harsh on her today is because this just seems to be a pattern of hers. And I'm starting to link these patterns to something else than just, an innocent mistake, because she doesn't know. Of course she knows. These people, they have stylists, they have PR teams, they have advisors who will tell them if they break the dress code, or they're inappropriate, or whatever the strategy is around their outfits. Everything is always planned in advance and meticulously planned as well. So for sure, this was a deliberate choice, because I think most likely she's insecure. Really, I do think that. I think she needs some form of constant external validation. I mean, that moment when Mark Zuckerberg was like checking out her cleavage, I bet she really enjoyed that moment. I bet that's why she did it, not just because of him. Plus, she probably knew that the entire world would start talking about her. So what I know of people with these kind of exhibitionistic traits, which I'm certain Lauren has, is that they need this kind of constant stream of acknowledgement and recognition, because it kind of boosts their self-esteem. And unfortunately, insecure people, they cannot give themselves this kind of self-validation that we all need to feel good about ourselves and have good self-esteem going on. No, they're constantly reliant on external sources for that kind of validation. As well, many times they can also dress quite provocatively because it's a way for them to exert control or influence on their partner. And I know this may sound a bit weird to some, but the thing is that there are women out there, and oftentimes in high society, if they have very powerful men, and they somehow feel a bit insecure with that partner, or maybe that partner even has certain weaknesses on top. I mean, who knows? Maybe Jeff Bezos is a boob guy. And so she knows, if I have this as part of my behavior, I can hold him in check. So a lot of the times, women like this would then, dress quite provocatively, just to keep all that attention on her, so that she is always, the sexiest woman in the room, even if that makes her the tackiest woman as well. Like, that doesn't matter. What's more important is that her man just has eyes on her. So look, this was just my analysis. The point of the video was not to shame Lauren Sanchez for what she was wearing. It's really an opportunity for us to learn about social culture, about dress codes, about classy behavior in general. And so if you want to keep learning from me as your mentor and online friend, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more classy content, and go to Level Up Class to join my coaching platform where I help women to be the best version of themselves, not just on the outside, but also on the inside. Now leave me a comment below and tell me, what did you think about her outfit? Was it inappropriate, or do you think I am